Hey guys, it's me SB Studs, back with another video. Today's video is a bit different from my other videos. Today I'm sharing with you guys my wish list for the rumoured 2021 Star Wars minifigure series. Just to quickly fill you guys in, Emdar Productions released a video a couple of days ago about the rumoured 2021 Star Wars minifigure series. The full video will be in the description below, but basically, LEGO renegotiated a deal with Hasbro around the sale of Star Wars action figures. This deal had been holding back LEGO from making a LEGO Star Wars minifigure series, but they have since renegotiated it. There's a lot of other evidence that this is actually a real thing, so check out M&R Productions' video in the description if you want to get all the details. Anyway, I'll be showing you guys my predictions and wish list for this minifigure series. I've got 22 minifigures, and since I think that LEGO will go big or go home with this series, since LEGO Star Wars is just so popular. They are also all from the prequels / Clone Wars, since there were practically no Clone Wars sets in the rumored January wave for 2021. I think a prequels minifigure series can make up for that. Also, I accounted for the fact that LEGO won't just put in army builder minifigures into the series. They'll do, like, actual heroes that you can't really build armies of. As much as we'd all like this list to be just army builders, I kind of created a balance of a wish list and realistic predictions. But before I give you guys my list, the YouTube gods on Mount Olympus tell me that only about 30% of you guys are actually subscribed. So I need you guys to go down below and destroy that subscribe button. We're getting really close to 50 subscribers, so do please subscribe, as it helps out a lot. Thanks to Mindbrink, who is our newest subscriber. While you're down there, you should also smash the like button and comment what minifigures you'd like to see in this series. Every time you guys like, comment, subscribe, it really encourages me to keep pumping out more content about LEGO techniques, designs, news, and more. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump into this list. Starting off with number 1 on my list, Captain Rex. I would like him in his Phase 2 armor, but Phase 1 could also be good. The reason I say Captain Rex would be in this series is 1, because he hasn't been released for a while, as to my knowledge, and 2, his Phase 2 armor is getting really expensive. For such a popular character, it's a shame to see him not be in many sets. Now, Jesse could replace this minifigure, and I'd be pretty happy with that. However, I think LEGO's going to put him in a different set later down the line. Number 2 is a Phase 2 Cody. We've gotten a Phase 1 Cody before, and the fans have been asking for a Phase 2 version since the dawn of time. I think if LEGO is going to do the minifigure series, that this option is extremely likely. Now, he could end up being included in the up-and-coming UCS Republic gunship, but I think the gunship will come with figs from Episode 2, so I doubt that he's going to be included. Okay, I'm just going to go very quickly through 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Basically, for numbers 3 to 6, I'm going to include the Bad Batch, which includes Hunter, Crosshair, Wrecker, and Tech, who are from Clone Wars Season 7. And number 7 is going to have Echo, who ends up joining the Bad Batch at the end. And basically, this is pretty much because there was basically no content from Star Wars Season 7, but I think they could put a bit more in from Season 7, and the Bad Batch I think is definitely a good idea for a collectible minifigure series. Some people are saying that LEGO should do a Bad Batch shuttle, but I think that the Bad Batch shuttle is actually pretty ugly. I'm not sure how many people would buy it. I think that people would only buy it for the minifigures, and that would basically mean that collectors would only want it, and other people and people who want to make animations and all those people. So I think that putting the Bad Batch into the minifigure series would be a much better idea, because it's cheap and people will pick them up. So yeah, I think that that's a very good idea. And these 5, I think, are extremely likely if there is going to be a Star Wars collectible minifigure series. Number 8 on my list is a Mandalore Maul. As I said, there was practically no Season 7 Clone Wars content, so I think getting a Mandalore Maul would be really cool. He's got a really nice outfit, and for all those who picked up the AAT and got a Shoka, I definitely think that they will be interested in buying him. Then number 9 is the classic Death Watch Mandalorian Trooper. Now, this place could be taken by Bo-Katan, but I think that just a plain version of the Death Watch Trooper would be better, especially since they haven't been released for quite some time, and they played a big role in the Clone Wars overall, but much more Season 7. I think LEGO could do a lot to update this minifigure, as the original Death Watch Trooper is lacking in much detail. Number 10, basically the opposite of the last one, is a Maul Death Watch Trooper. I'd love to see them updated from their past minifigures, and it'd be super cool if they had those Darth Maul horns on their helmets. This minifigure and the last one would go hand in hand, and you can make them battle, and it would be super awesome. Number 11 is a Geonosian battle droid. We don't get episode 2 sets often, and thus we barely see these droids. I'd love to see this droid get put into series, so that these guys are so much easier to collect and would be really useful if you want to make a Geonosis mock. These could be, I guess, a commander or a security version, which LEGO would probably do, I think, because then it would be harder to make battles, and they'll armies, and then they can still do Geonosian battle packs if they really want to, but I think that that's a really good idea if they just put in the regular Geonosian battle droid. Number 12 is a training battle droid. Now I know that this is probably the most obscure one on this list, and most of you don't even know what this is. It's a white battle droid with orange targets, and it's used by clones to train. This looks really awesome, and since LEGO hasn't released them, it's a perfect opportunity. Battlefront 2 has also still claimed popularity. It's still quite popular, and this is like one of the best skins in the game, I think. I think it looks really awesome, and I think it would be great if you wanted to make clone training bases or stuff like that. Number 13 is a rocket droid. I think these guys look pretty cool, as they kind of look like Geonosian battle droids, but not in a weird way. These would be really cool to collect, and they would be perfect for mocks. Now, they could do the Super Battle Droid version from Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I personally prefer the B1 version since they haven't been released in a while. Finally getting into the clones, starting off with number 14, we have a Phase 2 Rocket Trooper. Now, this trooper, my plan is it just to be the regular plain Phase 2 clone trooper from the Turbo Tank Microfighter set, but it would come with a white jetpack, and maybe a different weapon. So this minifigure could double as a rocket trooper and as a regular clone trooper, because the only set you could get that regular plain Phase 2 clone trooper was in that Turbo Tank set. And I was just like, wait, what? Because you can get like Phase 1 clone troopers, plain clone troopers whenever you want, pretty much. Through like the 2010s, they were just everywhere, but like plain Phase 2 clone troopers were like nowhere. You couldn't find them at all. And I think that this would be a really good idea, so you can build up your clone army. Number 15 is a Geonosis clone trooper. These guys haven't been in sets since 2014. I'd like to just get the regular Phase 2 version, and not the airborne one. These would go hand in hand with the Geonosian B1 battle droids, so that'd be really, really great if we got some of these guys. Number 16 is the 332nd Company Clone Trooper. This one would be really great for those who want to build a Mandalore mock, and it means that people would be able to get them in larger numbers, since the only way you can get these guys is either through selling them individually online, or by buying the AAT, which only came with one of them, and I think in Australia it costs like 30 to 50 bucks. So this would just be really great just to get them a bit cheaper. Number 17 is the 7th Sky Corps Airborne Trooper. These guys look really awesome with their helmets, as it just looks so unique, and it kind of looks like a mix between sort of the First Order Jetpack Trooper and the Scout Trooper with that open scream mouth. And the helmets would be really useful for those who want to build an Utapau mock, and for those who already have some 212 troopers, as Utapau, I've noticed that Utapau's like probably one of the biggest planets that people make mocks of, alongside stuff like Ender and Hoth. and people just, for some reason, just really love these guys. I do too, actually. The 212th Battalion is my favorite, and the 212th and the 7th Sky Corps kind of go hand in hand, so I'd love to see some of these guys. And speaking of the 212th Battalion, number 18 is a 212th Battalion clone. With these two clone troopers, you can make a lot of cool scenes from Episode 3 and make a large-scale Utapau mocks and stuff like that. I was thinking of doing Phase 1 212 clone troopers, since we haven't gotten those guys before, and I think that their helmet designs and their printing is really cool. However, I did want to include the Airborne Trooper, and the Airborne Trooper is strictly from the Phase 2 era. So putting a Phase 1 212 with a Phase 2 Airborne Trooper just didn't feel right. So I decided, you know what, just go with Phase 2 Clone Trooper, especially since the Phase 2 212 Clone Troopers haven't been around since 2014. Again, like, what were they? The Geonosis Clone Troopers. So this would be a really good time to give us some more Phase 2 212 Clone Troopers. Number 19 is a Shock Trooper. These guys look wicked, and they actually play a big role in the Clone Wars, especially at the end of Season 5. They have red markings and are basically Coruscant's security guards. They're really cool, and I think that lots of people want to collect them if they ever want to make Coruscant mocks, or peacekeeping mocks, or anything else like that. Number 20 is a Kashyyyk Trooper. These guys would be in their Scout Battalion version, but we've gotten those guys in other sets, so I think LEGO would go with the plain Phase 2 version, even though I would personally prefer the Scout version. I've been really wanting to make a Kashyyyk mock, and these figures would be perfect for it. Especially, again, since they haven't been released since 2014. Man, 2014 was like, for all the best clone troopers. Anyway, number 21 is a 501st Legion clone trooper. Now, you might say that LEGO won't do this minifigure, since they have a battle pack for them. But I'm not asking for a Phase 2 clone, I'm asking for a Phase 1 version. We have never gotten a Phase 1 501st Trooper, and I'd really love to get one. This is the same with the 212th Trooper, as I said before, but I think the 212th Trooper would be really nice with the Airborne Troopers, and the Airborne Troopers are strictly Phase 2, so 212 also has to be Phase 2. But I think that a Phase 1 501st Trooper would be really well accepted, and it would be a new spin, since LEGO, I think, in my personal opinion, has been focusing predominantly on Phase 2 Clone Troopers, and if you weren't buying LEGO sets earlier in the 2010s, then you wouldn't have gotten any Phase 1 Clone Troopers, which I think that LEGO really needs to make some more battle packs just to get the older figs back into production. Like the Phase 1 Clone Wars battle pack was like fantastic. And I think they really need to remake it. And lucky last, number 22 is the Wolf Pack Trooper. The Wolf Pack is my favorite type of clone trooper, and I'd really like to pick some up. The Wolf Pack has been growing in popularity as YouTube channels like Wolf 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 grow in popularity. If LEGO was going to do a Star Wars minifigure series, I think a Wolf Pack Trooper are a must. I did just say accidentally that the Wolf Pack is my favorite. It's tied with the 212, but I think that there's only been one set that you can get the 212, not the 212, sorry, the Wolf Pack Trooper in, and that was like a chic set, which costs like $100 or something. So I wasn't too happy with that, and I'd really like if LEGO would just go ahead with putting the Wolf Pack Trooper in this series. So yeah, guys, that's the end of this prediction video. Tell me what you think about my list. Do you like it? Do you not? Anything you want in the comments below. Also, I have an Instagram, so you guys should follow me at sb_studs. I post sneak peeks and tutorials on my profile, so if you want to check it out, then please do. Instagram is another good way to ask me any questions about YouTube or LEGO in general, so feel free to DM me. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Sterling, out.